Now, this was a story that popped up last week, and Travis Rhodes posted it on the Facebook group. It looks as though Nord VPN has been hacked, or at least was hacked a while ago. You can read more on TechCrunch at the link you see on screen here, but apparently all of this happened back in March of 2018, and Nord didn't tell anybody about it. And it's a rather interesting hack that occurred, and we're going to get into it here in a second. Before we do, though, if you're not familiar with how a virtual private network works, basically what you're doing is you're connecting to the Nord server through your ISP, but all of your internet traffic, once you're connected to Nord or any other VPN service, is being routed through that VPN. So if I go over to YouTube, my request is going to go out encrypted to the Nord VPN server, and then all of that YouTube data comes back to me through that very same Nord connection. So this adds privacy. It also adds security because that connection to the VPN is encrypted. So if you're at Starbucks or on some public Wi-Fi network, if somebody's out there sniffing the air to see what kind of data is flowing back and forth, all they're going to see is a bunch of gibberish being sent over to NordVPN and back, and there's no way that anybody can read it. Nord says that they don't keep logs of what you're doing. So for example, Comcast, my ISP, logs everything that I do. So if the government ever came looking for me, Comcast would turn it all over. Nord says they don't do that, which is one of the main reasons why sometimes people like to choose one of these VPN providers so they can download or look at whatever they want without the fear of having all of that stuff come up later in a government subpoena or something like that. Now, the problem, though, when you are running a VPN service is that this becomes a very lucrative target for hackers. It also becomes a lucrative target for governments looking to find dissidents and other people who might be opposing authoritarian rule across the world. And the reason is that you've got a whole bunch of people coalescing around a single spot on the internet who are eager to hide what they're doing. And that, of course, will be an attractive target. So what happened is that some hackers were testing some of the perimeters of the Nord VPN network. And like most VPNs, Nord has servers located throughout the world. One of those servers, according to the TechCrunch story here, was located in Finland. Now, it should be noted that Nord did not own nor control the data center that this server was operating in. According to the TechCrunch article here, Nord said that they were renting servers at that location, and somebody got into a management console at that data center and stole the Nord private keys to the servers that they were operating there. And those private keys allow someone to set up their own server and essentially impersonate a Nord VPN server so that they could be in the middle of a connection between somebody and Nord VPN and then extract the data that's flowing through that. So although Nord says they don't keep any logs, they don't track any data, if you are in control of a server on Nord's network, you can log that data and capture what people are doing on the internet and essentially sniff every packet, because you're able to decrypt the data and re-encrypt it with that private key. And that's the concern here. So average Joe citizen who's just browsing some pictures online or something probably has nothing to worry about here. But if you're someone who is using this to hide your actions from a hostile government, they might be very motivated to set up one of these man-in-the-middle attacks and focus on the connections that you're making to those servers and basically sit in the middle and grab all that traffic as it flows through. Very concerning. Even more concerning is the fact that this happened back in March of 2018 and we're only finding out about it now. According to the TechCrunch article, NordVPN said they found out about the breach, quote, a few months ago, and they didn't tell anybody because they wanted to make sure that their infrastructure was totally secure before they said anything. Of course, meanwhile, they're still advertising and selling subscriptions based on the security that they said they had here, but apparently they didn't have confidence in it either. The only reason why we found out about this is because somebody went up on Twitter here. I believe this guy was the one who first released the information. His name on Twitter is HexDefined. And he had said that these keys have been floating around mostly unnoticed for a while now. He had stumbled across them and was able to set up his own little node within his local network. Now, the keys have expired, so Nord will not recognize them any longer. But who knows how long these keys were being accepted before they knew about it, and that's the concern here. So this is a big issue. especially one of confidence, because we use these services to be safe and secure. But in this case, Nord clearly had an issue and they didn't let their users know, and their users are using the service because they believe it's secure. And that's a big problem for me and a lot of other folks, including people who were running ads for Nord on their channels and social media networks. So my pick of the week this week is one of those channels who I think did the right thing here. Jay's 2 Cents. I do watch Jay's channel from time to time. He's got some great PC hardware stuff up there, and Nord VPN was a sponsor on his channel. He has since canceled his sponsorship contract with them because he doesn't have confidence in recommending them as a secure VPN provider based on how they handled this. I'm not sure how other YouTube channels have dealt with it. You might be able to let me know down in the comment section below, but it was very nice to hear Jay's perspective on this and hear the concern that he has for the people who trust him. And it's important, I think, that if a company that you're having as a sponsor violates trust, it's good to make the right choice here. And I think that's what he did. You can see his video linked down below in the master playlist or here on screen.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Brian Parker, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/s.